Namaste and welcome to the giving season. Thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention. In today's class, we're going to talk about giving and about receiving as a very profound and fundamental way of the feminine to express itself. Because these two aspects need to be seen from the light of the very foundation of life. It's not a human attribute, it's in nature, it's in everything that is composed of love. It's the balance of the heart, it's the pulse of the heart, it's the rhythm of the heart and evolution. So let's start by saying what is giving, what is receiving, and what are the qualities that you can see. What are you giving and what are you receiving? Because with that, you are forming your reality. You are forming your relationships. You are forming the way that you perceive yourself. So, what is giving? Giving is a constant discharge of yourself in the outside universe of yourself. Meaning, number one, that everything around you, all the dynamics around you, you have created, and you are constantly giving energy to it in order to exist and in order to interact, in order for you to learn, to experience yourself in different frequencies and different colors and different interactions. So giving is like the out breath. Anything that goes out of your system is charging your environment. Now get the picture. If you are excelling, emanating in mind, emotion, and body, and word, certain vibration, you are charging your environment with it. You may have a happy face and say, oh, here I brought you some chocolates. And you're happy to give that chocolates to the other person. But if in that moment, in that present moment, inside you're judging yourself, you are bitter, you are blaming, you are not happy with your skin, then that is the energy that is going to go outside of you. It can be coated with a smile, but the out breath is impregnated with what really you are vibrating inside, with your own frequency. That's all you can give. You cannot give anything else. You can give objects, subjects, kisses, money, gifts, whatever. But really, it's your presence that charge any object, any subject with yourself. Now, when we think about receiving, you don't receive anything from anybody except the energy that you have put out. What you give, should you received. It's the law of karma. So, what are you giving? The charge, the frequency, the color, or the intention? It's going to come back to you not only in one way, but in multiple ways, because that is the other law of the feminine. It's fractal. It reproduces itself. That's why one of the jokes I heard is that if you give a woman a house, it will turn it into a home. If you give it food, it will turn it into a beautiful meal. But if you give the woman frustration, it will also magnetize and make it a big drama. So, life have this law that anything that the creator, your system, the feminine aspect, put outside, it should come back to the feminine, to the source, to what it, to the source. in a multiple ways. And that multiplicity is received in the 7 chakras. You will receive it as a grounding system. You will receive it as a creative system. You will receive it as a sense of will and power. You will receive it as a form of compassion, sympathy. You will receive it as an inspiration to share, to talk, to express. And you will receive it by a sense of guidance, by a sense of command. And you will receive it in your own spirituality, in your own sense of self. So everything is in a torus. If you are not familiar with that form, I invite you to Google it, because everything, every planet, every sun, every stars have this energy field around that circulates from the bottom to earth to up into the sky and opens in a beautiful torus or kind of a donut way through your central channel, where you're constantly giving and receiving to yourself. That create a molecule or a cell or an entity or a self that have certain color, certain qualities, certain expression, certain preferences, certain capacities unique to you and where you are. When you accept that of how you are moving that energy in the giving and the receiving, you are in a flow with life itself, with the positive and negative charges of life, right? The two parts that are constantly moving and evolving through you, in you, and in everything else. So the season of giving and receiving, give it a little bit of more mindfulness. It's not about the objects. It's about your presence. It's about how you vibrate you now. Not of what it could happen in the new year and what I will become in the new year, or what I have to forgive myself for what I have done in the last year. No, it's about bringing your present moment a little bit more tight, a little bit more solid, so you are able to circulate your giving and receiving with more awareness, with more rhythm, with more joy, with more constancy, and with more quality. Thank you so much for sitting with me in this beautiful season, and I'll see you in our next lesson. Namaste.